Of course, the big news was Nvidia hitting $4 trillion in market cap. The first company to do so, making it the world's most valuable company, worth more than Apple, worth more than Microsoft, which makes our big number today exactly that, 4 as in trillion, as in dollars. With Chery, Kang on the surface, the headline, it sounds good. But Nvidia and Jensen Huang, we know, are maybe not in trouble, that might be too strong, but are being very much challenged by what's going on the tariff front, especially with regards to China. I know their market share in China for their AI chips has gone from 95%, which is almost total dominance, to 50% now. And Jensen Huang's come out very publicly to say, look, the tariffs on China, or rather the restrictions on chip exports to China, U.S. chip exports to China, is just not the way to do it.
Not the way to do it. And he's been saying that that actually could lead to the U.S. losing this AI chip war to China as well. And of course, well, makes sense because he's got skin in the game. China is the 4th largest market for Nvidia. So good point there. And FT is reporting that Nvidia is coming out with yet another AI chip model that actually is tailored, specifically designed for China. And I wonder if this is going to lead to yet another export curb or some kind of control limitation on that specific model, because remember they tried to do that and then of course it got curbed as well. Of course, this FT piece that I just mentioned does touch on that. It does cite one source suggesting that they're also talking to the Trump administration to make sure it doesn't happen. But if this is about containing China and really competing on AI, then of course it's going to get the attention of Washington.
Yeah, and I want to jump in here with another quick point. The timing is important, Chery. They're saying that they're going to launch this new chip, which is the Blackwell RTX Pro 6000, in case folks are interested, right? Only in September. And that is to buy them time to make sure that, right, it doesn't run afoul of U.S. chip export restrictions, because I think the last thing that Nvidia wants is to start ramping up production of this chip and building up inventory to satisfy or meet Chinese demand, because, I mean, the response so far from beta testing in China has been pretty positive, right? They don't want to be stuck with all this inventory and end up having no demand.
Exactly. And then one more point. What does the market think about this? So they're conveniently brushing off all these China concerns. I mean, jumping over, what, 40% for the last 3 months when we thought, oh my gosh, like this is really the moment on April 2nd, of course. This is the moment where the G2 is breaking down, the whole world trade order is breaking down. But look at the chart. I mean, looking pretty good there. So definitely Nvidia locking in the ecosystem and a GPUs of the world. And there we go.